On pit lane, we could hear those cars fire when he's talking to Rob Edwards. The green's out right now. Good news. Cars are heading out on racetrack. Expect to see majority of these cars just go out, do an install lap, come in, make sure they're do just a system check, like I say, to make sure it's all good, and then he can take the seat out of his Indy next car and put it right straight into the Indy car. So that was one great thing that does as we see Coolin spin around in that same area. He's spun completely. He's go backwards, kept it going, spins around. And makes it, yeah, keeps going. No, just no full course yellow. He'll be going on again, but that no real rubber down, and that's a hard braking area. Not the grip's going to go up as the rubber gets laid down, and it's just going to take laps to do that. And car a little bit slower in front of him. He just got in there a little hot. Matter of fact, this is his first time too. Brake bias is a big deal. When you have too much rear brake, Nick, in these race cars, and you really get on, it wants to lock the rears up, and when you're turning, it wants to spin that car around. So right now, they're just testing these cars out as well, making sure the brake bias is right.
This is going to bring out a red flag. Doesn't look like Coolin has necessarily hit anything, but Davey, that cannot be the same said for Nolan Siegel as he was making his way down the airport runway into turn number 1.
Yeah, matter of fact, he went, let me tell you how deep he went. There's a huge runoff area with tire barriers. He made it through the first set of tire barriers and hit the second set. Normally, if you overshoot it, sometimes you can get right back on course, but he missed it by a long ways. Front tires locked up. He has it in reverse. He's backing out of that tire barrier area. Flat spot on those tires. Doesn't look like really any damage to that. Oh, yeah, there is. It broke the nose wing loose of the nose piece, so he will not be able to go forward without getting that detached, and that means taking the whole nose cone off that race car, come in, and they should have another one available for him to put on.
By looks like Salvador de Alba, the Mexican rookie driver in this field, also moving over. And now we've got another incident. Another one of our veterans. Looks like Jamie Chadwick has found the tire barriers. And Davey, I believe that is down in turn 4, which has been a tough spot. You're getting a chance to see the replay right now.
Yeah, same thing. Locked those rear brakes up on entry. Got it turned. The back end started to come around. She lifted. Just couldn't gather it. Got into the tire barrier. Not a lot of damage to that car that I could see. It is in the tire barrier. May have bit that left front suspension. Hopefully not. Hopefully it's just a nose and a nose wing so she could continue on and get laps in this practice session. You know, like I say, she has high expectations being her second year into this series. And but unfortunately, that was the first mistake of the year for her.
Tough place to pass, Davey, around the streets of St. Petersburg. We're watching James Rowe try to get around Lindsey Brewer, and there are only a couple spots, including this run down into turn number 10, where he's going to make that pass, where you can really dice it up because there's just not a lot of room on these street circuits.
Yeah, the best places is turn 1, is coming off that long airport runway, calling our front straightaway. That's the best opportunity to make that to make a pass. Second is coming off of turn 3 into turn 4. There's a nice straightaway there as well. Good braking zone. And as you just said, the next best place is going down into turn 10. Little kink between turn 8 and 10 in that turn 9 area, but still heavy braking. We see a lot of overshoots there as well, but those are the 3 best spots. And when it comes to a racetrack this size, there's only really good only 3 spots that give you really good opportunity to pass. That's you got to pay attention and be set up for those areas.
Well, you can tell D'Orlando's hustling that car on the racetrack, and he just turned his fast lap moments ago, Davey. Got within 4/10 of Louis Foster. Still sits P2, but at a minute 6.168, you can see a little bit of brake smoke, really hustling that car as he makes it down into turn number 1 and sawing on that steering wheel with those red and white gloves.
Well, and that not just him hustling that car, knowing that he's a good driver, but how about that relationship between Cape and Andretti Global? Getting that technical alliance has already helped, because if you recall, Cape really didn't have that good of luck last year with speed on the race cars. They've tried a lot of things. They came to all the racetracks, just found themselves towards the back of the field. Well, now they know they have a good setup on that race car. They have a good alliance with Andretti, and it's proven right off at this first race.
After what's been an exciting and interesting first practice session, nobody had anything for Andretti Global's Louis Foster, who will end up P1 in car 26 at a minute 5.738. Michael D'Orlando, the rookie, took a shot. He got to a minute 6.168, but he'll end up second quick. Rookie Kyle Collette was third. Jamie Chadwick, impressive at a minute 6.407. She clocks in fourth fastest as she's back for year number 2. Jacob Abel, another veteran, clocks in fifth. 6 through 10 sees Nolan Siegel, Reese Gold, Salvador de Alba Jr., Josh Pearson, and Miles Rowe. 11th was Christian Bogle. 12th was Callum Hedge. 13th, Josh Jonathan Brown. Yuvan Sundaramurthy ends the practice session 14th fastest. 15th was Jack William Miller. 16th was Josh Mason. 17th, Nolan Aller. Bryce Aaron was 18th fastest. Lindsey Brewer was 19th, and Niels Colin was 20th. We're not exactly sure where James Rowe ended up for Andretti Autosport. I'll just say he was somewhere in the top 21. No time posted due to timing and scoring issues, but he was out there and had what looked to be a pretty clean session. So, again, Louis Foster the fastest, and do we have Michael Young? He is ready. Michael standing by with the fastest driver in this practice session, Louis Foster. Take it away, Michael.
It's like our first race that we've ever done, and look at us. We're right here with Louis Foster, ready to talk about that first practice session, sub minute 6, only minute 5 that we saw out there. You were hustling the car. It was obvious by watching the video screen. Walk us through this first session.
Yeah, I mean, it's a first session of the season, so everyone's just getting their grips together and just kind of seeing where they are. You know, we were faster last year. We had pole. We're just trying to continue on where we started off, really. Yeah, that's kind of where we expect it to be, where I want to be. So we'll just keep pushing and try and make sure we're up there still.
There's a lot of talk about turn 3. That was such a bumpy corner of this course. Now with it being repaved, how is the corner? Is it a lot more delightful, if you will, to drive through?
Yeah, with it being new tarmac, it's not very rubbered in, so it's actually quite slippery through there. We're opening up the steering through that corner just because we're sliding through it, but that bump that was previously there isn't there anymore, which is really nice. Makes it easier for us drivers and a lot safer as well. That bump was quite dangerous.
How much do you have to dial into this car? How is it to your satisfaction, to your liking right now? Is there more to gain?
Yeah, there's more to gain. We made an adjustment towards the end. I just didn't get a clean lap, but we were up 3 or 4 laps in a row. So, yeah, we got some work to do. We'll try and get some more pace out of the car. I'm sure we can find it. There's always more to find. So, yeah, I'm just looking forward to the rest of the weekend.
Great start. Well done.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Louis Foster, he was quick in this first practice session of the weekend. Nick Yeoman, and for James Rowe, confirmed a transponder issue is why you did not see him on timing and scoring.